Hey everyone, this is the last episode in this series called Getting Started with Adobe XD. We've taken a tour of all the design tools, and last week we looked at prototyping. We looked at what it's like for someone to switch from the tools they're using today, be it Sketch or Photoshop. And today we're going to have a sit down with one of the original creators of the tool, a project manager, Tom Krcha, and we're going to talk to him about what it's been like to develop this tool and what the future holds for Adobe XD. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you, Tom, and thank you for Adobe for sponsoring this entire series. It's been a great way to end the year. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Travis, and I'm here with Tom Krcha today. Tom is the product manager for Adobe XD, and I'm really excited to talk with you today, Tom, about the future of XD, how your product's been going so far, and what we have coming up.
Hey everybody! Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me, Travis. Let's dig into that. So first of all, right now our main focus was to ship beta, which we have done, and basically beta is about testing the performance, testing the basic tools, the how do they work together, and testing all of these modes, the basic flow, which is design, prototyping, and sharing.
And how long has your beta been live?
So we basically launched in March, and then every single month we've been sending out updates to folks, getting a lot of feedback on that. And I think it's been like 8 months since till max.
It's been a lot of fun to watch it evolve. What has been like the biggest challenge in developing XD so far?
So the biggest challenge, of course, was to make sure that, so we actually put those challenges on ourselves in the beginning. You know, we were like, we want a tool that is really fast and fluid, battery smooth, and also a tool that is high quality. And that, of course, takes a lot of effort to make that happen, especially when you scale the team from like few folks to tens and so on, And making sure that you don't break things that you have built before, that's like the biggest challenge.
Right.
And I think we're doing pretty well based on the feedback we're getting from the community today, and also based on the tweets. We're trying to reply to almost every single tweet that you guys send out, so definitely keep us in the loop, especially around the things that you want us to build, and that you want us to focus on. If something doesn't work, let us know. We'll immediately start looking into that and so on.
Okay, so what's on the roadmap in the near future? What can we expect soon?
So what can we expect soon? So first of all, we'll keep iterating on XD, of course, with the design and prototyping features. Windows is coming up really soon. That's going to be the first beta. We have a lot of Windows customers asking for XD, so it's going to be
everybody in the comments is always asking.
And it's going to be a big deal, and that's one of the differences in XD is that we are building it natively for each platform. So that's a big deal for us and also for customers, because on Mac it's a Mac native app, on Windows it's a Windows native app, on iOS we have Preview, and on Android as well, and those are also native apps, so they perform the best, and that's always what we wanted. So Windows is coming up next. We're also doing a few updates to the mobile app, so you'll be able to open up the project on your mobile app from the cloud. So if you want to save your projects in the cloud and then have them travel with you, as well as being able to cache the last project that you have been previewing on a mobile device, and a few more other tweaks, But in the longer term, what we're looking at is, of course, the features that we have announced at Adobe Max, one of them being Realtime Collaboration. So this is what we've been hearing more and more from people, especially in teams, so where right now they have a single file, but that file is being accessed by multiple people. Everybody serves their own version, and then somebody else has to merge it together at the end of the day, which is a growing pain, of course. Or you have one set of components in one sticker sheet. Everybody accesses that sticker sheet, and then it's just complicated. The workflow gets really complicated. We want everybody to be able to access the document at any time of the day, pretty much like Google Docs, and keep working in it.
And that sticker sheet will, like, if I update this sheet, it'll propagate through other documents? Is that?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So, that's actually something we're looking into that. How that should exactly work. So that we have Creative Cloud libraries, which is a similar concept where you have one source of truth, and you're using those components across multiple documents. And if you change that source of truth, you get notifications in all of these documents, and you can update those assets in those documents very easily. So they're basically linked. So the linked workflow is definitely something that's interesting for us in relationship to XD as well.
Right. And how does that impact like the feedback cycle and like exporting elements for developers or giving?
Absolutely. So that's when we look at the basic workflow where we started, which is the one I described in the beginning, which is design, prototype, share. That share component, spans first of all across these both major components, the design and prototype, is live collaboration, but also you work with other stakeholders on the team. You work with developers, and you want to be in constant loop with those people. And for that, we are planning developer handoff, so you'll be able to send out specs and style guides and keep folks in the loop.
Like it'll generate red lines and things like that?
You'll be able to generate red lines, you'll be able to extract a specific asset or maybe CSS code and so on.
Great.
So that's awesome. What we're looking at right now.
Cool. Yeah. I saw one time Talon, who's the designer of XD, he was showing me that anytime you make a color of anything or a font size or something like that, it would be like in this library that was per document. And then if you change that thing, like change all the blues, like if you change that one thing, it would change all of the blues to green or something like that.
Of course. So basically, when you start designing, you have just few screens. As your design grows, you have 10, 15, 20, 50 screens.
Yeah.
And now you want to play with variations. You want to try different colors. You want to try different fonts, and at that point, the problem is of a much larger scale. How can you manage that? So for that, we're planning an assets panel on the side where you will be able to manage your colors and character styles as well as symbols. It will be an extension of the symbols panel.
Oh, okay.
And from that point, if you have a color swatch in that panel, and you change it, the change will propagate to wherever that color is used. So you can just play with things much faster.
That's cool. I'm just like, I just want those. One of those tools right now. I see like the previews that you guys are doing, the demos that you guys are doing at Max and stuff, and I'm like, I want it.
So ever since the beginning, it's been about design at the speed of thought, and all of these things play into that, so live collaboration. So you don't have to have like _final version, for every single file, like 5 different versions and so on. You have one file, you go into that file, and that's where you work with other people. They make changes, you make changes, and it just works. The same thing with this assets panel, where you can make a change across the board, and it just works.
Right.
The fact that you don't have to switch between the tools when you're just trying a flow. You can design and prototype in a single tool, and so on. Like the design at speed of thought is in and out in the tool right now, and also in our vision going forward.
Right. So personally, what's your favorite thing about working on XD?
So of course, I used to be an evangelist in the past, and for me, being able to talk to designers all day long and getting their feedback and just tweaking things, I mean, it's like building a Lego or something. It's just fun to build things, and especially building a thing that is the creation tool for other people to build other things. It's a little bit of meta, to that.
Yeah.
And I that's what excites me every day.
That's awesome. Well, XD has gotten a lot of attention lately, especially when I was at Max. It seemed like XD was everywhere. So congratulations on that, and thanks, man. Thanks for having this conversation. Everybody, check out XD. It's so great. Check out the other videos we've been making about XD, and I will see you next week.
Cheers.
Okay, thanks Tom, and thanks Adobe for sponsoring this series. Thank you patrons for being so incredible and supporting me whatever I try to do with Dev Tips. This has been a really good series to end the year on. Next week, we're going to have something I do every year at the end of the year. It's called the annual report. When I look back over everything that we've done, everything that we have achieved, we go through the numbers and we talk about the goals that I set last year and where we ended up at the end of the year. It's going to be a really fun time to look. And everybody who joined this year, about 100,000 people, you're gonna see what I expected out of this year and where we lined up. So it's a really interesting video to watch. I hope you guys all join in, and that's going to be next Monday. It's going to be the final video of the year. I also have a really big announcement during that video. So we'll see you guys next week. Keep on hacking.